Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Brickmaster Nate, and today I have an unboxing video of the LEGO Nintendo Entertainment System. So this set retails for $230 and has 2,646 pieces. The box shows the console, the controller, the TV, and the cartridge. I also wanted to give a special thanks to my uncle for giving me this set. Okay, let's get into the box. Okay, let's get to the speed build. So first, let's take a look at the console. This thing is super accurate to the real NES. There are so many printed pieces on this build as well. There's 3 of them right here, and there's 2 right here for the power and reset button. And on the right, there's another printed piece. And there's even one right here for the audio and video ports. I really like the way that this piece right here was built. It looks really smooth and clean. And I think the printed pieces line up really well. There's a really cool building technique in here to get this little piece sticking out like that. And there are a lot of snot bricks on the inside right here. And they all just slot together like that. And once everything is put together, it looks really smooth on the front. On this side, there's no ports or anything. There's just a lot of these sloped bricks. And I like the way that this tile looks. And it's on this hinge piece right here. And the top looks really clean as well. There are a lot of these 6x6 tiles, and there are these new 2x6 tiles as well. And there are a ton of these 2x3 tiles on the sides, and there's a couple more 2x4 tiles down here. I really like the way that this vent turned out. It's created using a studs not on top technique, and if you look at it from this angle, you can kind of see the bottom of these plates. A really cool feature that was included in this build is that you can pull off this whole piece right here, and it shows a level of Mario. And I thought that was a really cool feature. Another really nice feature that was included is that you can actually take this cartridge that came with the set, and you can just slide it right in there, and you can push it down and it will click in place like that. To see the inside of the console, you can just pull off this top piece, and you can pull this piece off as well. Now you have a better view of what's going on the inside. So there's one of these spring pieces right here, and there's another one that's hidden away under those tiles. And when you push on this, that piece slides down and it catches under something. But then when you push it again one more time, it slides even farther down, and then it can go back up like that. I also like how they used these tire pieces back here, so that when you slide it in like that, there's a little bit of friction and it doesn't just slide in and slip around a lot. Now let's take a look at the controller. I really like the way that this turned out. It looks really clean, and it has a lot of these flat tiles all around the sides. And on the top, there's just these bricks. And for the buttons, I think they look really cool as well. The B and A ones are just these 2x2 round tiles. And for the D-pad, there are 4 of these regular 1x1 plates, and there's a 1x1 tile in the middle. And for the select and start buttons, I really liked the use of these pieces in black. There's a stud on top, and there's this bar on the bottom, and you just put it in this Technic brick right here. There are a lot of different printed pieces on this controller as well. This 2x4 is printed, and there's also another 1x4 tile on the bottom. And this is a 2x4 tile that says Nintendo on it. And this is a 1x6 tile. And I really like the way that the printing around the D-pad looks. There are 4 of these 2x2 tiles, and there's just these 1x1 tiles around the edges. There's also this really long flexible tube piece that's attached on the inside of the controller. And on the other end, there's this build. And you can plug it in to the console like that. It goes in pretty easily, but I find that sometimes if you're holding the controller while it's plugged in, it's really easy to just accidentally pull it a little bit too far and it would just come out really easily. So I wish it was a little bit of a stronger connection between these two pieces, because even though that's a ratchet joint piece right there, there's one of these hinge pieces in there, and these aren't exactly meant to go with each other. They can still fit inside of each other, but they're not exactly meant to be attached to each other, so it's not the strongest connection. Now let's take a look at the TV. I really like the way that this looks, and there's a really awesome play feature with this, and I'll get into that in a little bit. On the right and left sides of the television, there's a lot of these brown bricks, and on the back, there are a lot of these black slopes and curved pieces. And there are some ports on the back as well. And I really like how there's a little bit of green behind these ports. There's also this sticker right here on a 6x6 tile, and I think it looks really cool. And if I didn't know that this was a Lego set, I would have thought that this came from a real TV or something. There's a feature where you can unclip this rod from right there, and you can adjust this antenna. But I like to keep it clipped on right here just so I don't accidentally bump it off, or so it doesn't get bent. The front of the TV has these 4 knobs, and one of them on the top you can actually turn, and it stops right here and right here. But these ones you can turn, but they don't really do anything, and you can turn it because there's just a stud connection right there. These details right here are all printed, and there's even some more right here and on the knob itself. To the left of the screen, there's also this really nice speaker design, and it uses 1x1 plates, and it has the bottom of the piece facing outwards like that. So you can actually play the level, but it's not actually playable. It's just this cool feature where you can turn this crank on the right and it will move the figure. So of course you can't actually play this, but it's still a really amazing feature. And I like how this is a whole new piece. And there are a lot of printed pieces throughout the screen itself. So there's this Goomba right here, and there's a lot of other printed pieces. There's the coin up there, and the printing on this pipe is also new. And there's a star right here. And I just think it's really cool, even though after a while you might start to recognize a lot of the same stuff over and over again. But that's just how it works. And there's also a really nice feature where you can take the Mario figure from the starter course This is not included in the set at all. But once you turn it on, you can remove this plate from the top, and there's a little code right there that you can scan, and then you just place the figure in that slot, and then as you turn it, the handle right here, it will make the noises that go along with whatever this figure is going over. Made a noise for when he stomped on him, and when he goes over the Goomba, and for when he collects the coin. And I really like how the music plays along with the level. If you stand still for too long, the Mario figure will assume you're done, and he'll just play that end music. And then to just play it again, you can just scan this again, and then it will work the same. The TV also comes with this cool stand, which uses a lot of these slope pieces and these tiles at the bottom. And you don't actually attach it using any studs at all. Rather, you just slot it in like that. And then once you turn it over, it doesn't fall over or anything. And it's a pretty sturdy design. But I do wish there was some kind of way where you could lock it in place, or just even attach it using a couple of studs rather than none. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Also, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.